Earlier, y'all mentioned gifts that people have. How do you identify and help someone recognize and pull out their gifts?
Uh, Usually, it just kind of, first of all, it could come to me spiritually. Like spirit can let me know this person has this gift, or most of the time in conversation, I can listen to how they live their life, what they say, who they draw to them, how they handle situations, how open they are. Like through communication, you can kind of identify what their specialty area is, at least at that point, because it could change, but at least at that point, it's going to be easy. I think I was able to help you see, okay, so this is what you do, right? You know what I'm saying? Like this is your purpose, right? So it's a little bit of guiding, but it's mostly being present, listening, and practice. I think just kind of having done it so much, and most of us have gifts. Some people just don't tap into them and operate in them, but I think we all have spiritual gifts. I also think that in this society, they have done a very good job of convincing us that some things that they consider to be mental illnesses are elevated spiritual gifts. And I won't get into that too much because that'll be a whole nother podcast. But yeah.
Yeah, but whenever you're ready, come back on. I want to say too, though, just in watching people, observing people, a lot of times when people are kind of confident in a space, like a certain space, they're more passionate about it, or you just tell like the energy about a certain thing is different. Like I'm like, oh, okay, you got a gift in that. Like so like just what you said, just observing and talking to and man, I love to watch me just listen to people. They thinking they just talking to me about whatever, and I'm just like, oh, you got a little shine in here. I love it.
Yeah.
Damn, you got a gift in such and such. Sometimes I tell them in the moment. Sometimes I wait until it kind of comes up. But, yeah, and this has nothing. It might not have really anything to do with the question for real. But, me and my producer have kind of been in space with each other for a couple years. I'm talking about did not speak to each other, did not whatever, and just had a kind of mutual situation, whatever, and it just was so good to see. Dang, he's an anchor. Like he has a gift in being a steady, safe place, I guess like a space holder type of thing, and that was it. Kind of opened up for me to be like, okay, and look where we are, but to see that gift come out, it's like, oh, I'm safe too. Hey, can you help me? Says whatever.
Yeah, that's another thing. Spiritual gifts there are gifts, and then there are just spiritual gifts. And spiritual gifts are always going to lend to other people. They are really about elevating and helping other people get to a spiritual place. So whatever your gift is going to be something that nurtures and nourishes the life experience of others. That's the whole reason why God didn't give us the spiritual gift just for us to be able to sit and hear. We hear and see because there's something we're supposed to do with that information to help that individual get to where they're going, understand something differently. And it doesn't have to be a long thing. It could be one conversation. It could be this person need a hug right now. It could be something so simple, a hug to somebody who is feeling unloved, unappreciated, unseen at the right time, in the right moment, and spirit say, go hug her. You ain't got to know why. You ain't got to know but you go over there and you hug them. You may unlock something in that person that teaches them that now their gift is touch. When I touch people, they heal. You know what I'm saying? So it could be as simple as that. It's a loaded kind of question. You know what I'm saying? Because it got so many areas where it could go. But yeah.